What's up, guys? Rohit from Covers here, bringing you our NBA 3 at 3, where we bring you our three favorite NBA player props of the day. Bit of a weird one, only 2 games left in the NBA regular season. Betting on player props or even spreads and totals at this time gets pretty squirrely because you have a lot of teams that are going to rest guys. You have teams that aren't motivated. You have other teams that are shutting players down for the end of the season. So we're looking at a few teams that actually have been, completely out of the playoff picture completely. We kind of have a feel for what they might be doing given their last few games. So we're betting on 3 guys who are on teams that are not good right now. Let's start off with the Houston Rockets, who are taking on the Toronto Raptors. Raptors are a good defensive team, but they are going to be missing their top defensive player in OG Anunoby. That's good news for the Rockets, especially Jalen Green. Green has played fantastic lately. Since the All-Star break, he's averaging 21.9 points per game on 48% shooting from the field. He's been phenomenal, and he's been even better ever since the Rockets shut down Christian Wood, Eric Gordon, and Dennis Schroeder. That's been lots of shot attempts and points for both Green and Kevin Porter Jr. Over-under on Green's points total today is set at 24.5. Pretty high number. I like him to hit it, though. He's scored at least 30 points in 5 straight, so I think he's got another big game in himself tonight. Moving on over, we've got the Knicks taking on the Wizards, 2 teams that are not going to be in the playoffs. We're looking at the Wizards side for this one. Looking over at the Knicks, they're missing a few guys as well. Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, both done for the year. They're 2 best rebounders. Backup center Nerlens Noel is also done for 6.5 rebounds. I liked on him. That was at about minus 120 a little while ago. Now it's up to minus 130, minus 135 at some books. FD has been getting a lot of playing time lately. Kristaps Porzingis is going to be rested tonight. And FD has been doing really well on the boards. 7 rebounds and 8 rebounds in the last 2 games. You look at the over-under at 6.5, but he's gone above that number in 6 of his last 8 games. I think these teams have really nothing to lose. I think it's going to be a nice, I think it's going to be an entertaining game, to be honest. Lots of flying up and down the floor, lots of rebounding opportunities for both sides. And I think that's going to benefit Avdia, who's going to go over that number. Moving on over to the final game, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers, who, yes, are not going to be in the playoffs. We've got them, in a good matchup for them, taking on an Oklahoma City Thunder team that also is well out of the playoff picture, also, resting or shutting down most of their starters. But, the Lakers did end up getting some good performances last night from a couple role players. Taylor Horton Tucker in particular exploded for 40 points last night in a loss. But I actually think that puts his stock a little bit too high tonight. You're looking at a points, rebounds, and assists total at 34.5 for Tucker. Of course, he's going to get a decent amount of shots. He's going to get the ball in his hands a fair bit, especially if guys like LeBron, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis sit out as we expect them to. But at the same time, that's a really steep number. He has played decent minutes in certain games this year. He's actually logged at least 30 minutes in 12 other games since the start of December, not counting last night. He has an average PRA of 20.1 in those contests, and his highest PRA in any of those games was 29. So that's significantly lower than that number today. I think he is going to get a shot. He is going to get some points, some rebounds, and assists. But that's just too high of a total, given that he's simply just not that great of a player. And expecting that sort of consistency after a big game last night is simply too much. So I'm fading him on that number there. So there you have it, guys. 3 plays for today. We've got the over 24.5 points for Jalen Green, the over 6.5 rebounds for Denny Avdia, and we're getting the under on the points, rebounds, and assist total of 34.5 for Taylor Horton Tucker. Best of luck, guys. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Hopefully, once the playoffs kick in, we'll get a little bit more consistent with some of these plays.